Club, and today we have a very unique video. And today's unique video is a debate, a PlayStation debate, a PS4 debate. And this debate is: should the PS4 Pro have a 4K Blu-ray player? And here's the debate. And a lot of people are saying, no, Sony did the right thing, but no. But they didn't because the competitor Xbox One S has it. Alright. So today I'm going to talk about my opinions and what I think. First off, let's talk about a little bit of Xbox. I do not like Xbox. I will not ever own Xbox, and I refuse to. I don't like it. Never have, never will. I've always been a PlayStation from PS4. But now, Xbox has a 4K Blu-ray player, but that's the only thing different. The guts inside the Xbox, the original Xbox, and the Xbox One are the same. Has the same exact RAM, AMD, same exact processor, AMD, and the same exact hard drive. Everything the same. All the guts are the same. They all use an AMD 8, just like the original PS4. The original PS4 guts and the Xbox One guts are almost exactly the same. Actually, the PS4 and the Xbox One S and the original, they all use the same exact guts. They all using AMDs. They all using Samsung hard drives. All the same. The only thing different is their support and their firmware. Everything else is different, and their design. That's the only thing different. The only thing different is on their guts. All of it is AMD. But the Pro and the S has different guts. I say guts because inside the PS4 are guts. Guts. They all different. Everything is different. PS4 Pro is using a AMD A10. The newest AMD out there, they're using an AMD A8, A10 I mean, for processor, and they're using a better RAM. They're using a AMD quad-core RAM as well, better RAM. Okay. Now and the processor, it has the same, has the same exact RAM as the original, right? So it has 8 gigabytes of RAM that using for gaming, focusing on gaming. Now the RAM on the original PS4 used in the background was using for gaming, for background, for your UI system. Everything was based on that. PS4 Pro PS4 Pro has also an extra 2 gigabytes of RAM. So the PS4 Pro has 10 gigabytes of RAM, and the PS4 original had 8 gigabytes. There's not much. And the processor, they're using an AMD A10 processor, and the original is using an AMD A8 processor. Their hard drives are different as well. The original PS4, well, mine is different, I swapped it out, but the original PS4 is using a regular Samsung Seagate HD not SSD, but SSHD with 240 RPM. That stands for radius per minute. Radius per minute. That means how many times that thing spins around. Okay? The PS4 Pro has the same exact hard drive, a Samsung Seagate SSHD, but it comes with 1 terabyte, and the RPMs are not 200, not 240, not 2040, but the RAM per minute is 303. It's 360, 3,600. So it's extra 1,200. So the PS4 hard drive is a lot quicker, and the PS4 Pro is using a better hard drive, a bigger hard drive than the original. Also, you can also switch them out to a SSD as well. And not just that, is the hard drive is connected to the motherboard, and the hard drive is running off the AMD. So the AMD is better. The AMD is better. Now, it's using the same amount of AMD, but they put an extra 2 gigabytes of RAM in there. So it's using 10 gigabytes of RAM. But what makes it quicker is the PS4 is designed and is set up through different way. Your gaming, on the original PS4, your gaming, your background, everything that's processing is using the same Netflix. It's using the same exact 8 gigabytes of RAM. The PS4 Pro has 8 gigabytes of RAM dedicating to gaming. That's it. The other 2 gigabytes of RAM is dedicated towards background, meaning PS4, your system, your background, your UI, your Netflix, your Hulu, your anything processing but gaming is using that 2 gigabytes of RAM. And if it needs more, it will kick in more based on that. The PS4 original has 8 gigabytes of RAM and it's processing everything on that one. So when you're playing a game and they have background downloading, it's using that 8 gigabytes of RAM, where the PS4 is using 8 gigabytes of RAM separately to gaming, and that 2 extra gigabytes for the background. And that was a very unique, and that was a lot of programming and a lot of mapping in the motherboard to make that happen, and the system update to make that happen. So that extra 2 gigabytes of RAM is very key to make the processor quicker. And especially with the hard drive coming out with the PS4, Samsung, Seagate, PS4 Pro and the PS4 has the same exact hard drive. It's using 240 RAM per second. But the reason why it's making it quicker is because of that RAM and because of that HCM processor. GPU is underneath the processor. It's using the AMD, the CPU. Everything's more. So it has better guts than the Xbox One. So when you have better guts, you don't get it more expensive. So if they would have put a 4K Blu-ray player in it, if they would have put a 4K Blu-ray optical drive in it, it would have been more expensive. The cost would probably be about $5.99, and they don't want to do it. On Xbox, they're using the same exact guts as the original the original Xbox, but they put a 4K Blu-ray drive in it. And in my mind, you put a 4K Blu-ray in there. Let's say you're playing a 4K movie in there. You're using the same guts. It's running the same. The developers are making the same exact disc for both the Xbox, for both the PS4. To get that 4K resolution, what they're doing is they just putting an update. They just sending you an update. So what that means is they're sending you an update. Meaning, you pop the game in, it said, oh, you have a PS4? Alright, let's send you a game. Or digital, oh, you downloaded it on the PS4 Pro. Updated it. They just updates. It's a update file. So for Microsoft to put the 4K Blu-ray, making it 40% smaller than the power brick, that's a joke. That's a joke. Because when you put the update file on it, 4K, when you put the update file on it, it's running the same hard drive as this. That means you can't really see the 4K, and actually, it's going to make your performance slower, because you don't have that. On the PS4 Pro, you have better hardware, better performance, you can run it smoother. Yeah, there's no 4K Blu-ray player, but guys, this is a gaming console, not a media center. If you want to have a media center, go out there and buy yourself one. This is a gaming console. So it really doesn't need to have that 4K Blu-ray player, because game developers are just sending you updates. They're sending updates to you guys to make it 4K. The 4K capability is not on the disc or in the data. It's an update. Oh yeah, but yeah. So my opinion is, should the PS4 Pro have a 4K Blu-ray player? No, they don't need it. I'd rather have better guts and no 4K player than have the same guts and have the 4K player. And I'd rather have it cheaper, because the games are going to be the same. To get that 4K is just update. It's a digital update. It's not on the physical copy. It's just an update. That's my opinion. Alright guys, this is Gavin from GavinClub. Thank you guys for watching the PS4 Pro debate. I am also going to be doing another debate that ties into the PS4 Pro. And this other debate is going to be, are physical copy games dead? Are they going to be around much longer? And that also goes towards the 4K Blu-ray player as well. Are that done? Is it done? And I'm going to tell you, I'm going to do that debate of, is physical copy games done? And do we need a 4K player? And I will do that next video, maybe either shortly today or tomorrow. But guys, thank you guys for watching my PS4 4K Blu-ray debate. I know a lot of people wanted my opinion, and thank you for watching. This is GavinClub, and I will see you guys in the next video of when I be doing the debate on physical copy games versus digital copy and what I think are going to happen in the future. Thank you guys for watching.